Okay, so this is the split that I made from hive number 1, which had their original queen, and I'm really not sure if she actually is still in there or if I have a new queen in there. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that the queen that's in there now is not marked, and I also know that I messed up, or somehow she got into the top box. The queen was in the top box yesterday and there was brood in here and nothing but honey below. So I actually took this whole box and I put it down at the bottom, moved the other 2 boxes up with a queen excluder here, and I'm going to add another box above this, and I don't really have to do anything to it, but I'm going to checkerboard them just to give them some incentive to go up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to take 5 frames out, and like I said, I'm going to checkerboard. I'm going to checkerboard the hives. So I think what I'll do is I'll have honey, first frame. So it'll be honey above honey, or as near as to it as it can be, I guess. Honey or comb. This has got comb, so it'll be comb and honey in the first frame. It's also got all of the propolis on there, which they love. I'll take that out just to give them some room. That's staying in there. Then this is one I screwed up. Oh boy, they should stay together because there's a thick chunk of honey. It's hard to explain, but these 2 frames are going to stay together. Again, that was my mistake. I left a medium frame in there, and they've kind of built them together, not as one, but this one has a wide chunk here which extends across underneath this one. This is a heavy frame. Oh boy. It's nice when you don't have to use much smoke, or if any. The bees are very calm, which is awesome. If anything, they go for the end of my hive tool. I've noticed them do that. Oh, there's brood on this one. This is a medium frame. They're going to keep this one too. Yeah, I mean, there is brood on it, so they're going to keep that one. Shoot. That's okay. She won't be laying any more brood on it, so that will hatch out, and then it'll be backfilled with honey. Maybe. With any luck. Come on, how'd she get? I'm thinking these next 2 frames I might be able to take. Oh, it's got some weight to it. That's honey. That's all nectar on that side. This side is, yes, all honey and nectar. That's a beautiful frame. And the next one too, I think it's all nectar as well. It's actually quite light, but it does have nectar. Yep, that's all nectar. And that's all open comb with no eggs in it. So that's going to go in there. And I need another one. These ones have brood in them. What about this outside one? It's an older frame, but it's okay. It's not too bad. There's no brood on this. It's nectar and honey for the most part, yep. So that one's going to go in there too. If I could snag one more frame, I don't really want to go down below again. Let's have a look at this outside frame. Yeah, I'm going to take this frame. It's nectar and honey. It's actually drawn out nicely in this one spot. I wish they'd continue with that. I'm sure they will. So that's going to go in there. And that's going to go to the outside. Now these frames, these 5 frames are all brand new. I've added wax to them, and I'm going to put them in this box. It's the box that's just above the queen excluder. So the queen's got 1 box. No, she's got 2 boxes. This is a big hive. It's now going to be 4 boxes. See how calm they are? They're not in my face. I have accidentally killed a few. It's gonna happen. They're not coming after me at all. Don't speak too soon, Rob. There's time yet in the day. Okay, we'll put that one in there. See a little bit of smoke. Smoke them down a bit. And we'll put this new honey super. So it's got 2 honey supers, deep honey supers, and 2 brood frames. So if there was any concern that they might swarm, I'm hoping now that that will be avoided. I didn't see any real swarm cells. I saw some practice ones yesterday, but that's all. I'll put this cover on and we'll call this one done. Well, thanks for joining me in my apiary today. My buddy in Ottawa, Steve, at Boo Bees, he just had a bear attack, and it's pretty devastating when something like that happens. Fortunately, down here in South Worsley, Ontario, which is southern Ontario, we don't get bears around here. So the biggest predator we get here would be raccoons and possums. Touch wood, I haven't had an issue with them attacking the bees. I have had raccoons here, but they haven't really been bothering the bees, to my knowledge anyway. They haven't knocked over any hives, that's for sure. They're really heavy. So here we are today in Worsley Bees Apiary. This was a split that I made back in May. They now have 2 brood boxes and 2 honey supers. There is brood in this first super because she was above the queen excluder. Whole mess going on there, but those bees will hatch out and they'll go down, and then eventually this will get backfilled with just honey. The back hive there is a split that I made back in May. It was a 4-frame split, and we're now up to 3 boxes. Queen excluder with 1 honey super and 2 brood boxes. I just gave them some more frames so that they can start building up comb for the queen to lay in, and hopefully these guys, well, really I do need to get some honey out of this bottom box, but that's going to be the weekend. I think I'm going to do that this weekend. This is the swarm box that was up in my tree there back in May, and they were basically one full box of bees when I caught them. They dwindled down to like 4 frames of bees, and then the queen went out on a flight and came back, and they're now up to 3 boxes with a queen excluder. So there's 2 brood boxes and 1 honey super. This hive here is, they got a new queen, she's laying, and they're doing good, but they're not ready for a super just yet. Maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe. And this is my weak hive, which right now is 5-6 frames, I think. Pretty weak, but the queen is laying and they're building up their numbers, and I've given them enough resources to keep them going for now. They've got honey, they've got nectar, they've got everything they need, pollen, they've got everything they need to feed those bees, those baby bees. And I gave them a frame of bees a while ago from one of the other hives. It was that hive that the babies came from, the brood, and they've hatched out since, and they're tending to all the young larvae, because it's the young bees that feed the larvae. So that was a concern of mine. Right now I've got bees all around my feet to each side. They're tending to sick bees and dead bees, because obviously bees die when you do an inspection, unfortunately. It's hard to get away from that. Anyway, this is my apiary. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Please subscribe. I've got 200 and some subscribers, maybe 210, something, 210 subscribers. We can do better than that. Come on, guys. We can do better. Please subscribe. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. I always respond to comments, and I appreciate any kind of criticism, any comments you may have, questions you have. This is my 3rd year beekeeping, and the first year was rocky, the second year was pretty good, and this year I'm super happy, getting more confidence, understanding more about how to do the beekeeping and splits and reading frames and everything else. It takes time. I've read books, I've watched YouTube. David Burns, subscribe to his channel. David Burns, he's an awesome. Frederick Dunn, subscribe to his channel. He's an awesome beekeeper. They're both master beekeepers. Those are the 2 guys that I draw from the most, if I can. And here we are. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye.